Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We have another podcast today, and this is as real as it gets. So this is me pretty much every day of my life, unless I have like a special event to go to. But honestly, yeah, this is me. So the topic that I want to talk about today is I'm actually going to touch on my current work schedule as well as the reading schedule for my YouTube channel. But today's topic is going to be how to stay disciplined and focused. And of course, I have my notes here so I don't miss anything. So the first thing I want to talk about here is what's going on with me. I don't think I mentioned this too much in my last video, but I think I did mention that I got a new job. I've been working a couple different jobs actually because, well, let me backtrack a little bit. If I had it my way, I would definitely be doing readings and providing spiritual healing services for a living. That's kind of my ultimate goal here long term. But obviously, with the way that the real world works and how expensive things are these days, I have to get another job. I've had to get a couple different jobs to keep up with my lifestyle. And now since I did move out, I have to pay rent. So that's another bill in addition to what I've already been paying, what I have to take care of in my everyday life. So unfortunately, that has taken some time away from me being on this channel. I have not been on here as much as I would like to be. And I know that you guys have noticed that, so I just wanted to let you know why. Your girl's got to work, your girl's got to make money, so the only thing that would be able to support me is obviously you guys booking readings with me, you guys booking services with me. That would tremendously help, but I know that that's going to take time. I know that's going to come with time. So just for the time being, I've been busy doing other things, working, living a normal life like every single one of you guys. So just bear with me as I pretty much gain my footing in life and as I prepare to come on here full time, because like I mentioned a minute ago, that is my ultimate goal. I would love to be on here with you guys every day if I could, but I just can't do that right now. I need to pay to survive. I need to pay for certain things. So that's kind of what's going on with me right now. Yeah, so now let's transition to today's topic. So how to stay disciplined and focused. So I've actually had this question asked to me many different times by many different people because I have always been a self-driven person. I've always been disciplined within my own right. Even from like a young age, I would always, like, I never had to be told to do my homework. I never had to be told to do certain things that I knew I needed to get done. So I quickly learned from a young age that I always had like this drive within me to get things done, to be responsible, to stay focused and on top of my life. So I kind of want to share a little bit of that with you guys. So the first thing that I'll say to stay disciplined and focused is to create a routine that you can keep up with. So what I would recommend for you guys, if you guys have no idea what you're doing, if you know that you need to get more serious in your life and gain some sort of like hold and control over your daily routine, I would highly advise you guys to kind of create this morning routine and a nighttime routine for yourself that you can follow. So anything could happen in the middle of the day, right? You could go to work, you could get sidetracked, you could do other things, but I would strongly recommend that you guys start with morning and nighttime. So what I like to do in the morning personally, I get up, I make my coffee, and then I come sit in this room. I do some mindfulness, meditation, some journaling. Sometimes I'll pull cards for myself. Sometimes I'll go sit outside, depending on the weather. But I really like to have, on slow mornings, I definitely like to have like 1 to 2 hours to myself, because I just thrive being alone. I thrive being in my own thoughts, and I get a lot of downloads in the morning. So I take a lot of that time to actually prepare readings for you guys, and then as well as to journal for my own life and to just process things that are happening to me. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I do. I don't really do anything crazy. I don't do anything special. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you need to go through like a 10-step routine in the morning unless you want to do that, of course. But that's what I do. So I would recommend that you guys do something, at least like one little thing in the morning where you can put yourself on track, whether that's making a cup of coffee, making a cup of tea, journaling, meditating, like whatever it is for you guys, going on a walk. It could literally be anything, but pick at least one thing that's going to help you get up in the morning like, okay, I need to do this first, and then I can go on with my day. Because getting that one thing done, getting those couple things done in the morning is going to help you feel like you have a lot more power and control over your life, which is in turn going to make you feel a lot more confident about who you are as a person and what you can do out there in the real world, how you can kind of go about your day. It's going to give you that confidence that you need to actually be like, okay, well, if I can follow this morning routine, then I can follow an afternoon routine. I can control every aspect of my life, which essentially is where you want to get to. So another thing that I will recommend for you guys is maybe once you master that morning and nighttime routine, have like a midday check-in with yourself. So it could be any time during the day. It could be like lunchtime. I personally like to do somewhere between like 3 and 5, where I'll have like a check-in with myself and I'll ask myself how I'm feeling, what I've already accomplished during that day, what else I need to get done. So that's kind of gonna help keep you guys on track if you naturally tend to lose focus, or if you feel like you have so much going on that you don't get enough time with yourself to process what's going on in your life, then I would recommend that you guys do that as well. So another reason that could help you stay disciplined and focused is to remember your why. So this goes back to the first video that I recorded talking about purpose and intention. So remember your purpose. Remember the goals that you have set out for yourself. So if you guys need to create like a vision board, if you guys need to write down your goals, if you guys want to put sticky notes up, I have done that before as well. If you want to set reminders on your phone, if you want to set alarms, all of this can be conducive to you guys remembering your purpose and your goals. And remember, your purpose is not like one specific job or one specific action. It's actually like the grand scale theme of where you want your life to go and how you want to live your life. So remember your why. And that's going to be especially important on those days where you just wake up and you don't want to do anything. You don't want to deal with anyone. You don't want to live life that day. Like sometimes it happens. And I know with women specifically, like at different times of our cycles, we'll feel different. Like right now, I'm in my really late luteal phase. Today I woke up and I didn't want to do shit. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to go see anybody, but I knew that I needed to get certain things done. So on days like this, remember your why, remember your purpose. And of course, that doesn't mean to say that you override the way that you feel when you're actually sick or when you're very emotional and going through something. Then obviously you want to take some time to be lenient on yourself, give yourself grace. So if you need to take a day off, then definitely do that for yourself. If you need to, like let's say you had to do like 5 things that day. If you can only get one thing done, then just do that one thing and know that you did the best that you can do. Always put your best foot forward, because only you are going to know what your best is on any given day. Yeah, so again, purpose, goals, there needs to be a solid reason. There needs to be a solid path that you guys are following, because otherwise you're going to get sidetracked. Otherwise you're going to get pulled into other people's lifestyles. You're going to get pulled into things that are important to other people, and you're going to be like, oh, well, like, why did I end up at a bar at 8 p.m. on a Wednesday night? And it's because your friend wanted you there, right? But did you want to be there? Is that actually something that resonates with who you want to be, what your lifestyle is? And I'm not saying that it's not a good idea to have fun once in a while, but if you find yourself constantly pretty much like backpacking on other people's lifestyles and just being freely pulled where the wind takes you and not really having control or purpose in your life, then you're going to start to notice that you're feeling unfulfilled, and you're going to start to notice that you're spending more time with people, places, and things that are not really getting you anywhere. So this is another reason to remember, why am I doing this? Why do I get up at this time? Why do I have this job? Why do I journal? Why do I go running in the morning? Like whatever it is, you need to remind yourself why you're doing it. So like for me, I could say that I'm doing everything that I'm doing in my life right now so that I can be here full time for you guys. That is my why. My purpose is being here with you guys, is sharing information with you guys, doing readings for you, just being my full authentic self. So you guys need to ask yourself that same question. It's like, where am I heading in life and how am I going to get there? And then start to tally those steps, start to plan that road and how exactly you're going to achieve that. Again, don't overwhelm yourself, but if you can get a couple things done in any given day, then it really is going to get you closer to that goal, which kind of takes me to the next point that I have here. So you guys need to have vision and drive. You need to do at least one thing daily that is going to bring you closer to your goals. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm a saint and that I'm perfect and that I don't do things that normal humans do, because I do, but I don't do it that often, and I don't let it sidetrack me or distract me from my usual routine and what my purpose and what my goals are in this lifetime. So it's okay to have like a day off. It's okay to have a couple hours off or to give yourself some free time. But even sometimes I'll take a couple days off of this channel. I'll take a couple days off to rest or to hang out with friends or to just recharge. And I know when I come back, I'm going to be a lot stronger, and I'm going to be in a much better headspace to be here for you guys, because I know that I'm not dealing with stressors, and because I know that I needed that break to pretty much just kind of come back to center, come back to equilibrium. So I think this comes with time, and it comes with practice. Like, the more that you guys are able to keep up with your routine, you're going to notice over time that you can take longer breaks from that routine without letting it pretty much like destroy your entire life, without getting off track. And this kind of takes me into the next points here. So a couple other things to help you stay disciplined and focused is to have some sort of health routine for yourself. And when I'm talking about health, I'm talking about mental, physical, and spiritual. So when it comes to mental health, exercise, journal, talk to people that you love, see a counselor, whatever it may be for you guys. You need to have something that helps you keep your mind on track. And everyone is so different, and it's going to be so different for everyone what you guys decide to do with that information. But have at least one thing in your daily routine that is specifically geared towards improving your mental health. So one of the things that I like to do, or what I did a little early on in my journey, a couple years ago even, I eliminated a lot of distractions in my life. I realized that the lifestyle that I was living, and like I can sit here and talk to you about this because I've literally been through it. I've been through everything that I'm telling you guys not to do. So like distractions, hanging out with people that don't really resonate with your higher self or resonate with the lifestyle that you want to live. I used to do those things. I used to go to parties and hang out with people because my friends were there, or because I thought it would make me look cool, or because I wanted to fit in a little bit. And now I realize that like that was insanely distracting me from my purpose here on this planet, which is it's still unfolding, like I mentioned in the last video, but part of that purpose I know is to be here with you guys. So yeah, eliminate distractions. So if you guys find that there's certain people, if you guys find that there's certain habits that you have that are removing you from who you want to be and from living the best version of yourself, whatever it is, if you find yourself feeling like shit afterwards or regretting certain things, and you know that that has to go, whether it's a person, a habit, a place, a mentality, you know that that has to leave your life in order for you to make room for something better. So and another thing that's going to really help you along with eliminating distractions is balancing your emotions. So it might not look like it now, but I actually used to be a very emotionally unstable person. Especially like in my childhood, I was more so like emotionally repressive because I was conditioned to be that way. I didn't really share my emotions that much because there were certain repercussions and I just wasn't understood. So I just learned to internalize all of my emotions. And then it came to a certain time period where I hit my teenage years, where I became a little emotionally volatile, emotionally explosive, very sensitive, there was a lot of trauma coming to the surface for me. And I would mask this. And most people did not know this about me unless you were very, very close to me in my personal life. But what I realized is that all these emotional ups and downs and these outbursts and being around people, places, and things that were bringing these reactions out of me were, again, pulling me away, distracting me from my purpose. So I spent a lot of time in my teenage years specifically just not really understanding what I was doing and why I was around the people that I was around. And a lot of it has to do with just the spiritual awakening that I've gone through in the recent years. But I've really learned that in order to, and for some people, like some of you guys might not like this because you know it's going to pull you away from certain people in your life. You know that it's going to change your lifestyle drastically, but that's what I had to do. And I'm here to tell you that it works. Like, it completely works. What they say about like taking everything out of your life that doesn't work, it really does bring a lot of change to your life. And when it comes to balancing emotions, right, bring it back to the people in your life, bring it back to the triggers and like the lifestyle that you're living and the choices that you're making and the content that you choose to engage with, whether that's conversations, internet, reading certain books, right? It could be anything that is not feeding your higher self, but it's actually feeding the lower self. It's feeding that triggered, wounded version of you. You kind of need to get rid of that for the time being, because if you want to grow as a person, if you want to actually get on that path, you need to remove everything from your life that does not resonate with who that person is, like who you actually want to become or what that lifestyle entails. So if you can envision yourself like 5 years down the line, it's like, what is that version of me doing? Then you need to start doing that now. You need to start practicing who you want to be right now, because then you're going to unlock the energetic signature and the timeline for that time, or energetic signature for that timeline. And again, like, it's really difficult when you have people in your life where you have to explain to them, like, hey, like, look, listen, I have different goals than you do. My life is going in a different direction. I can't do XYZ anymore, or I have to limit ABC in my life now. And some people are not going to take it great. Like, some people are going to backlash at you. When you tell certain people that you're not going to engage in certain behaviors with them anymore, they get really angry at you. They will project at you. But this all means that you're growing. And this means also that you are going down that path that is leading you to your higher self, which is going to lead you to your purpose. And the last thing I wanted to mention on how to stay disciplined and focused is having a belief system. So for me personally, I grew up in the Catholic Church. I have now removed myself from the church, and nothing against the church, but I don't follow any strict religion or dogma. I am just a spiritual person. I believe many different things from many different cultures. Excuse me. And my belief system is having a moral compass, right? So what I would like to advise you guys as well is to get down to what is important to you when it comes to your value system and your morals, because that's going to help put you on that path as well. So once you decide for yourself, like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to, be out past 11 p.m. I don't want to drink anymore. I don't want to smoke anymore. I want to be around people that believe the same things that I do. I want to be around people that are nice to others. People that love animals. It could be anything. Once you commit yourself to those values and those morals, and you tell yourself, like, anything outside of this, yes, it's okay to engage, but I don't want to spend too much time on these things, then you're going to also start to notice changes. I really, truly believe that a strong moral compass is the answer. You guys don't have to have a religious belief system. I'm an astrologer as well, so I follow astrology, I follow the stars. That's pretty much like my major belief system, along with my moral compass. And then, like, tarot spirituality would come after that. But yeah, find something that helps you stay on track. And I'm gonna honestly say, I might do another video on astrology down the line, but astrology, like, damn near saved my life, paired with my spiritual awakening, because I was finally able to find concrete, logical answers for why certain things had happened in my life, why I was having certain experiences, just why I had been through the things that I had been through, and why life was the way that it was. It really answered a lot of questions for me. So if you guys have more of, like, that logical mindset where you need to see proof of something, then I would definitely say astrology could be something for you. But if you don't even want to go down that path, like I said, you guys don't even need to follow any spiritual practice. You could just be a good person. You could wake up and be a good person. You could have that strong moral compass where, like, these things are important to me. Respect, love, reciprocity, integrity, whatever it is. And again, like, if you come across certain situations or people that don't really match that don't really resonate with that, it's going to become very clear to you. It's going to become very loud to you and very obvious that you were in the wrong place. So it's going to be easier for you to recognize that you need to remove yourself from those places and put yourself back on track. So this is, like, I'm saying all of this to pretty much get you guys into the mode of following that path, following the path that resonates with who you are, and not following someone else's path, not following distractions or the media or whatever propaganda, like the government or whoever is putting out there these days, but, like, just be you. And don't listen to what anyone else says. If something is important to you and you're not hurting anybody in that process, go ahead and do that. If you want to follow a belief system or a religion, go ahead and do that. Again, as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you know that that resonates with your value system, as long as you know that that's going to take you where you want to be, then that's what you need to follow. And then again, I don't think I mentioned this yet, but when it comes down to your intuition, just always follow what your intuition is guiding you to do. Whatever feels right, wherever you get that gut feeling of, like, this is what I need to be doing, or this is who I need to be connecting to, or this is the job that I need to take. This is, I need to start biking, or I need to start drinking tea at night. Whatever it is for you guys, it's going to become a lot clearer to you the more you keep down this path, the more that you remind yourself of why you're doing something. Yeah, and I feel like for me, it's always been easy. It's always been easy for me personally to stay disciplined, to be on a routine, to do things that are just important to me, because I just always been that way. I don't know how else to describe it. I've never really been one to get easily, because like I said, I would go to certain events or I would hang out with certain people, like, once in a while, just because other friends were there because I was kind of pulled into that situation by like FOMO, not wanting to miss out on anything. But like the older that I've gotten, I've kind of gotten back in touch with that part of myself, because I think during my teenage years, I was kind of peer pressured into doing certain things or being certain places, having certain experiences because other people were. And if it was up to me looking back at those experiences, I don't think I would have done a lot of the things that I did. But at the same time, I feel that it really helped shape who I am, and it really helped bring me back to like, okay, that's not for me at all, and I know what is for me, so I'm gonna go back to that because I know it works for me. And that's where I'm at now, and that's where I've been able to build upon my discipline, my practices, whether it's like my fitness, whether it's my mental health, my spiritual health. I've found methods that work for me personally. So I think that's all I wanted to say here. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say here. Honestly, it's a little bit of a shorter one. So I hope I was able to connect with someone in this message. I hope this can bring a lot of clarity to your life and help you get on track to who you want to be, where you want to go. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below and I will answer those. And of course, if you have any other ideas for topics that you want me to talk about, make sure you let me know. But I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.